Welcome to my guide on how to AFK Croesus. Now, I have actually done a guide on this a while back. However, I found a better and efficient way of doing so. And this will be in World 68 in the public encounter, as there is always a mass running constantly. As for the requirements, it helps to have the Pontific Shadow Ring, which is unlocked from the City of Sistine quest. And then for this, it requires 6,000 of each for Anima, so that you have the enhanced version, which is a plus 2% increased drop rate from uniques. That does work at the Croesus boss. Next up will be the Orthan Furnace Core, which is an offhand skilling weapon that requires 99 smithing and 102 archaeology. Keep in mind that skillers will not have access to this. And what this does is pretty much, since again you can wear it in your offhand weapon, it will act as an unlimited fire source so that you can remove the sticky fungus from Croesus so that you're able to no longer need to have logs in your inventory. And lastly, for the drop table, I'll show you later on, but this is actually very important because you'll notice if you score between 180 to 229, you have 3 rolls. And if you want a unique, it's 1 out of 200. And again, since this is AFK, you're able to get a minimum of 1 roll, although I'm pretty sure there is a way to get 0 rolls if you score under 20, which is very, very low. But anyway, now get your full inventory full of super restorers, and you want to make your way to the Croesus boss. And again, this is World 68. So once you're here, right click and click on Public Encounter. And then there should be an instance already starting, in which case the boss already started, so I will wait until the boss is accessible, because it is showing a health bar at the top of the screen. So I'll be right back. And we're back. The boss has only 30,000 health. So right from the spawn, you want to actually make your way north. Run down. And you want to go pretty much on how you normally do start a boss encounter. So run to the very center of the screen. Turn your run off. And once the boss has an investigate, click it and hit option 1 to start the boss. Now we wait 10 seconds in it. Once it's 10 seconds, you want to click right by the door and we'll be walking our way there. This will avoid the mechanics and take roughly 29 seconds to walk from the center of the arena all the way to the barrier, which we are about to hit. And then at 39 seconds, the little Tazhar that can run into you, sometimes he'll hit you and stuff. It's perfectly fine. Like right here, he should hit me. This is when you want to actually drink a super restore. Now at the 50-second mark, we walk back to the center. And then, I mean, it's pretty like AFK-ish in a sense. You do click between every 30 to 40 seconds. But keep in mind, at a minute and 14 seconds, sometimes the Croesus fungus can spawn under you and you'll stop walking. Now, you have an option of either clearing it or you wait until it fully drains you, in which case another mechanic will happen at the same time. And then again, once you're hit the very middle of the area, you just walk back to it. But this time, around 140 is when you are able to restore the statue. So pretty much by the time it gets you around here, you could easily just stop and then wait for it. And then there's a Taz hard spawn. And again, if you want to be lazy, just let it touch you and then drink a super restore. After that, I like to walk right here. I wait, and then I just walk through it. This will avoid as much mechanics as possible, and then once you're here, you want to run south to the middle, and then keep an eye on your character, because there is a chance that the sticky fungus will spawn under you. Now, while you are DPSing the middle, pray at the statue. So we run, and then hit whatever keybind it is to use the escape ability. After that, just click on the middle to DPS the boss, and for here on, you'll have 1.5 minutes to AFK. And then usually, this does average you a good amount of points on screen right now. You will see a total of 55 Croesus rounds I have done, and all of the score that I did get, I tracked each one, and that is just AFKing from the middle of the area to the entrance, and then restoring some of the statue. Sometimes you'll notice that my score is actually 150 plus. That is because only 2 people, it was me and someone else restoring the statue. So the more people restoring the statue impacts your score. And then my lowest was actually 78. Now we'll go back to the boss, and there we go. Now that we're done AFKing it, you have a choice of either staying here, and then right there, my contribution was 148, doing absolutely nothing, just repairing the statues. So we're in position, turn run off, start the next boss encounter, and then here, repeat all over again. You wait 10 seconds, and then walk to the entrance, back and forth, and this is pretty much how you're able to AFK it, that I've done a good amount for. In fact, I might do a loot from 10 hours, or maybe loot from 500 Croesus, although I'm not going to keep track of the score, because that's just going to be a lot of adding, dividing, seeing the median of it, and then determining if I do average a good amount or not. And then if we do, well, you might not be able to see it, but from that last kill I just got, there was a total of 4 manuscripts of Bic that were distributed across the team. Honestly, even with the Croesus nerf, I think it should be 1 page per kill. It should not be that you're able to get multiple people with pages. And then I have done almost 9 hours of this. In those 9 hours, 2 people have gotten double drops. And what I mean by that is like a Croesus Crypt Bloom top and then another Crypt Bloom piece. I don't mean the pages. I just mean like the armor pieces. So now let's go look at the loot. And then on average, since the drops did get nerfed a little bit, you can expect to get about 3.6 mil GP worth of loot in commons. However, right here, you will notice these little pages, how I got 2 of them. For whatever reason, on average, I seem to get 1 page every 2 hours, and each page sells well over 5 mil. In fact, at the time of the video, it did sell for 5.3 mil. So, the common drops make you 3.5 mil, and then the normal page, if you do sell that, gets you 2.5 mil, let's say. Which means AFKing this is 6 mil GP per hour, and you're able to get clue scrolls, even though you may have even though you may have the 25/50 soft count, and you will be also getting these Elder Troves tier 3, which if you're an Iron Man or hardcore Iron Man hunting for the Pernix Quiver, this is very good to do. With that, thank you all so much for watching my guide on how to AFK the Croesus boss. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help.